gmna uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, I'm Marcus Dunfield. Tonight we'll celebrate a local nun honored with the Good Neighbor Award, preview the Saratoga County Fair's historic opening, and give you today's clear traffic outlook. Plus a quick look at the new Pearl restaurant on Lake Avenue. Diana, what do you think?
The Saratoga Summer Ghost Tour begin tonight, offering nightly walks through the historic downtown district, featuring narrated stories of local hauntings and period lanterns for ambience.
Each tour runs for 90 minutes. Starts at 7 p.m. from the Saratoga Springs train station and includes a complimentary historical pamphlet for participants.
Tickets are priced at $15 for adults, $10 for seniors, and free for children under 12, with online reservations available through the city tourism website.
Tickets are selling fast, and the city expects a full house tonight, with many locals joining. Lots to get to. Let's begin. Good evening, Saratoga Springs. Sister Maria Rosa Quarini of the Goose Hill Neighborhood Association was honored last week at St. Anthony's Church in Schenectady with the 2026 Brenda H. Thomas Good Neighbor Award. The ceremony recognized her decades of service, from organizing food drives to tutoring youth in the surrounding neighborhoods. Parishioners and city leaders praised her ability to bring together volunteers and create lasting programs that address hunger, literacy, and senior isolation. Sister Quarini, who has lived in the area for more than 30 years, said the award belongs to every neighbor who rolls up their sleeves each day. The award, established to highlight ordinary citizens making extraordinary contributions, will be displayed at the church's community center for public viewing. Her work continues to inspire others across the capital region to look for ways they can help.
Amsterdam Village officials are in the middle of a push for a state grant aimed at overhauling the soccer fields at Veterans Park. The current playing surfaces are riddled with rock and uneven patches, a condition that has raised safety concerns among local youth leagues and adult teams alike. The grant application, filed with the state's competitive funding agency, outlines a plan to replace the hard, rocky turf with a smoother, cushioned surface that meets modern recreational standards. Village leaders say the upgrade will not only reduce injuries but also expand the park's capacity to host tournaments and community events. If awarded, the funds could be allocated later this year, with construction slated to begin once the project is approved and contracts are secured. Veterans Park, a longtime gathering spot just off Broadway, draws families for picnics and casual games year-round.
Developers are moving ahead with a plan to turn the historic Rolif Jansen School in Coppic into a luxury resort. The proposal calls for a boutique hotel, several lodge-style units, and multiple dining venues nestled on the former school grounds. City officials say the project aims to broaden tourism options and add high-end hospitality to the Hudson Valley. The developers have filed preliminary designs and are seeking zoning approvals from the town board. If approved, construction could begin later this year, bringing new jobs and seasonal visitors to the area. Local preservation groups have voiced interest in how the historic facade will be treated, while business leaders welcome the potential economic boost. Nearby attractions such as the nearby lakes and the historic Hudson River corridor could see increased visitor traffic as the resort opens. The proposal remains under review as the town works through the required permits.
Milwaukee's baseball club announced that infielder David Hamilton rejoined the roster today after a stint on the injured list. The 27-year-old recovered from a left hamstring strain and received the official activation in Milwaukee, clearing the way for him to suit up for the Brewers. Hamilton, who logged a career high in games last season, is expected to provide depth at second base and contribute both defensively and with the bat. The club's front office highlighted his readiness to compete and noted that his return comes as the team pushes through a busy summer schedule. Fans at the ballpark will see Hamilton in action when the Brewers take the field later this week, and his presence adds another option for manager Pat Murphy as the squad chases a playoff berth this season.
Michael Kim delivered a historic round today at the 3M Open, carding a 59, the 15th sub-60 score on the PGA Tour. He posted the low round on the final day at TPC Twin Cities, navigating fairways and greens with flawless precision. The performance eclipsed the previous best and placed him with a short list of players who have broken the 60-stroke barrier. Kim's 59 featured a mix of birdies and an eagle, reshaping the leaderboard as he vaulted into contention. Tournament officials confirmed the round as officially recognized, marking a milestone for the sport and for Kim's career. The crowd at TPC Twin Cities erupted when the final putt sank, and television analysts highlighted how uncommon a sub-60 round has become in today's game. Kim's 59 now lifts him into the top tier of the field, giving him a realistic shot at securing the tournament title. Coming up, we'll hear how the Waldorf School is launching screen-free summer camps for kids, plus more local news. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad you stayed with us. Now let's turn to Diana Hartwell for the latest local stories you need to hear.
Today, the Saratoga County Fairgrounds burst into celebration as the annual Saratoga County Fair opens for its 175-year legacy. Organizers have rolled out a lineup of craft booths, agricultural exhibits, and live entertainment that highlight the region's heritage. Local vendors are showcasing everything from handmade jewelry to fresh produce, drawing families and longtime fairgoers alike. Children are already lining up for the classic carousel and petting zoo, while seniors reminisce about past fairs that have shaped community traditions. The fair runs through the weekend, offering a mix of concerts, food stalls, and competitive displays that keep Saratoga Springs residents and visitors connected. As the day unfolds, the fairgrounds buzz with music, laughter, and the scent of funnel cake, underscoring why this gathering remains a cornerstone of local life.
Screen-free summer camps are in full swing at the Waldorf School of Saratoga Springs, giving kids a chance to unplug and dive into hands-on projects. The program runs through the summer, offering themed weeks where children build forts, paint with natural pigments, explore the nearby trails, and learn simple crafts without any digital devices. Parents have praised the focus on outdoor play and face-to-face collaboration, saying it offers a refreshing break from the constant buzz of screens at home. Campers rotate through activities that blend storytelling, garden work, and basic woodworking, all designed to spark imagination and strengthen community ties. Located on the 10-acre campus a short walk from downtown, the camps welcome children 5 to 12 and let siblings join at a reduced rate, keeping Saratoga families' summer plans simple.
iRun Local is gearing up for its 11th annual Churney-Gurney Trail Race, set to kick off at 9 a.m. on August 1st along the scenic 5-mile loop of Gurney Lane trails. Runners of all ages will have a chance to explore the winding forest paths that wind through Saratoga Springs neighborhoods, offering a weekend escape from the office grind. The event, organized by the local running club, aims to highlight the town's well-maintained trail system while promoting outdoor fitness as a daily habit. Participants can expect early morning cheers from volunteers stationed at the start line, water stations at each mile marker, and a family-friendly atmosphere that encourages spectators to join the celebration. Registration opens next week, and the race promises to draw both seasoned athletes and casual joggers looking for a healthy way to enjoy the summer outdoors.
Ramen lovers in downtown Saratoga can look forward to a new spot as Kuma Ani prepares to open its first local restaurant. The chain will take over the former Community Federal Credit Union space at 23 to 25 Division Street, bringing its signature broth and noodle bowls to the neighborhood. Management says the location will feature a modern dining room and a small counter for quick service, catering to both office workers and families strolling the historic district. The opening is slated for later this summer, adding another dining choice alongside the existing bistros and cafes that line the downtown corridor. Local officials welcome the addition, noting it expands the area's culinary variety and supports continued revitalization of Division Street storefronts. Residents can expect a menu that blends traditional Japanese techniques with the casual vibe familiar to Saratoga's street-side eateries.
The Saratoga Springs City Council will convene next month at City Hall to examine its public comment procedures after a recent disruption during a hearing. Officials say the session will consider revisions aimed at strengthening citizen participation and preventing future interruptions. Council members plan to hear testimony from residents, advocacy groups, and legal advisors before drafting any changes. The move follows an incident in which a speaker was abruptly cut off, prompting complaints that the current rules limit free expression. By updating the guidelines, the Council hopes to balance orderly debate with open dialogue, ensuring that community voices are heard without compromising meeting efficiency. The review is slated for the latter half of July, and a preliminary report will be presented to the full Council before any vote on amendments.
Let's get a look at your evening forecast with our meteorologist for the week ahead.
A stubborn high over the Capital District keeps the heat locked in while the jet whispers change. On this date, the all-time high for Saratoga Springs sits at 90 degrees Fahrenheit, recorded in 2025 during an unprecedented regional heat wave that pushed neighboring cities into the mid-90 range. The all-time low is 51 degrees Fahrenheit, set in 2013 when a deep Arctic air mass surged southward, blanketing the Hudson Valley in frost. Normal July readings hover around 80 degrees for the high and 50 degrees for the low, so today's forecast sits just above average for warmth and well above the historical minimum. The live radar shows a completely quiet canvas across the Capital District, with no echo returning from any storm cells. That emptiness reflects the dominant high pressure that has settled over the region, suppressing lift and keeping moisture at bay. Meanwhile, the jet stream arches westward at about 60 miles per hour, steering any distant disturbances far to the north. With no rain in sight, the clear skies will linger until after midnight. At 6 p.m., the city basks in clear skies and a temperature of 81 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity holding steady at 37% and a gentle west wind at 5 miles per hour. A high-pressure ridge dominates, but it is beginning to ease lower, allowing the jet stream at 582 meters aloft to nudge the ridge eastward later tonight. That subtle shift will introduce a slight rise in clouds after midnight, though any precipitation remains unlikely. The ultraviolet index for today peaked at 7, reflecting strong midday sun. Winds stay below the 16-mile threshold, so gust concerns are minimal. No weather alerts are active, keeping residents free to enjoy the night. Looking ahead, Saturday will climb to a high of 86 degrees and dip to 57, with the sky clear as the high-pressure core stays intact. Sunday follows a similar pattern, reaching 86 with a low near 59, still under the ridge. Monday brings a modest 25% rain chance as the jet stream dips south, allowing a weak cold front to brush the area. Highs rise to 88 and lows to 64. Tuesday sees the most moisture, with a 75% rain probability and light showers, keeping highs at 75 and lows at 66. Wednesday turns cooler, featuring drizzle and a 50% rain chance, high 73 and low 64 as the front pushes eastward. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
Traffic is clear, the Traverse Steaks are heating up, and the Pearl restaurant shines in our chamber spotlight. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Traffic on I-87 northbound remains smooth through the Saratoga Springs interchange, and US 9 is flowing freely along the downtown corridor. Route 9 East shows no backups, and Saratoga Lake Road is clear through the residential stretch. The only pinch point to watch this afternoon will be the downtown core after school dismissals, when Broadway and Union Street can pick up a few extra cars. Expect a modest slowdown near the racecourse parking lot around 3 o'clock as visitors head to the late-day events. The commuter belt on 87 southbound should stay steady, but the exit for the college campus may see a short queue around 5 o'clock as classes end. No transit delays are reported and buses are running on schedule. Overall, the network is clear, but keep an eye on the downtown arteries as the day winds down.
First up, the Summer Ghost Tour are threading through the historic Canfield Casino in Congress Park tonight. A local historian leads the walk, sharing the casino's eerie legends, perfect for a chilly summer night and a taste of Saratoga's haunted past, and hear the whispered tales of vanished gamblers. Families, the NYRA Star Kids Club opens at Saratoga Race Course this afternoon. Kids can explore the paddock, earn a star badge, and get a first-hand look at horse racing, fun for budding fans. Foodies, the Saratoga Breakfast and Thoroughbred Farm Tour begin at McGregor Links Country Club. A hearty morning spread pairs with tour of aftercare farms, where you'll meet the gentle retirees that call this region home. Looking ahead, Saturday's Market in Bloom at Saratoga Arts on Broadway celebrates local flowers with live music and dancing. Ideal for a stroll among blossoms and community spirit, and local artisans showcase bouquets. And now here's James with sports.
Here's your midsummer sports roundup, from the track to local school action. The 157th Travers Stakes, a Grade 1 contest for 3-year-olds with a $1.25 million purse, is set for Saturday, August 29 at Saratoga Race Course. Fans can expect a strong field as the summer championship approaches. The University at Albany Great Danes have released their 2026 football slate, opening with a home matchup against New Hampshire on August 28. The schedule also includes road games at Buffalo, LIU, Monmouth, and Princeton later in the fall, offering plenty of action for fans. Entries and results for today's Saratoga Race Course card were posted, listing each horse, trainer, jockey, and the posted odds. The information gives bettors a snapshot of the day's competition as the summer meet continues at full speed. The Blue Streaks have wrapped up a busy spring season. The softball squad fell in the state semifinal, 17-2, while the boys' lacrosse team secured a sectional victory over CBA 13-10, highlighting the program's resilience. The Adirondack Thunder unveiled their 2026-27 ECHL schedule, kicking off in October with home games against the Trenton Ironhawks and Worcester Railers. The club also confirmed its affiliation with the New Jersey Devils, giving fans a clear roadmap for the upcoming hockey season. Skidmore College celebrated its student athletes at the annual Sports Recognition Night on April 29. Honorees span 12 varsity programs, including women's basketball, men's lacrosse, and ice hockey, underscoring the institution's commitment to academic and athletic excellence.
The Pearl on Lake Avenue is set to open its doors this spring, adding a fresh flavor to Saratoga's dining scene. Owner Ronnie Salivo, known for Salivo's Kitchen Plus Social, is bringing an ice display raw bar with live shucking, daily rotating seafood selections, and thoughtfully crafted vegetarian and vegan plates. Carter Lamansky Construction is busy renovating the historic storefront, preserving the building's classic charm while creating a modern, airy dining room. The Pearl promises a community gathering spot where locals can savor the sea and share stories over a glass of local wine. It's more than a restaurant. It's a new home for friends, families, and food lovers who call Saratoga Springs their own. And later, we'll celebrate the Saratoga County Fair's historic opening, a true community milestone you won't want to miss.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theater Filler changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
On a bright Saturday morning at Congress Park, the grass still damp with dew, Austin Okoye, Saratoga-born Skidmore graduate and former street baller from Nigeria, unfolds his soccer nets beside the historic bandstand. A handful of parents linger while a chorus of eager kids ages 6 to 12 line up in mismatched jerseys, their sneakers kicking up tiny clouds of dust. Okoye's voice carries the rhythm of his childhood streets, reminding the youngsters that a ball can be a bridge between worlds. He demonstrates a simple pass, then pauses to share a story of playing barefoot on Lagos sidewalks, the crowd's laughter echoing in the park. One shy boy, eyes wide, steps forward, receives the ball, and against all doubt fires a clean shot that whistles into the net. The group erupts, high fives flying, and the boy's grin stretches from ear to ear. By late afternoon, the field hums with new friendships, the scent of fresh-cut grass mingling with the promise of a summer built on teamwork and joy. Moments like these remind us why Saratoga feels like home.
At the foot of the rolling hills that cradle Saratoga Springs, the Saratoga Performing Arts Center comes alive before sunrise, its open-air amphitheater bathed in the soft amber of a new day. This morning, the Philadelphia Orchestra returned to SPAC for its annual Play IN event, and the stage was set not just for a concert but for a community jam that welcomed trumpeters, French horn players, trombonists, euphoniums, and tubas of every age. Local high school seniors tuned their instruments beside retired veterans who still remembered the first time they lifted a mouthpiece, while a 5-year-old clutching a shiny brass tuba giggled as the seasoned principal of the orchestra leaned over to offer a gentle reminder of breath control. The air filled with a cascade of golden tones as a seasoned trumpeter led a call and response that rippled across the lawn, and in that moment the audience, students, grandparents, tourists, joined in a spontaneous chorus that rose like sunrise itself. When the final chord faded, the crowd lingered, faces alight with the shared joy of music making strangers into friends. It's moments like these that remind us why Saratoga Springs feels like home.
Thank you, Saratoga Springs, for joining us on the local sunset. Michael Kim's historic 59 at the 3M Open reminded us why this community thrives on achievement. I'm Marcus Dunfield, and we'll be back tomorrow with more stories that matter to you. Stay tuned and have a great night.